Now today I am going to start the next chapter, that is the gaseous state. Now you know that at room temperature matter exists in three states, that is solids, liquids and gases. And you know that a particular state of a matter, it is determined by the conditions of temperature and pressure. Solids have definite shape and volume. Liquids in bulk have definite volume but no definite shape, but liquids occupy the or have a shape of container in which liquid is filled or taken. Similarly, gases have no definite shape and volume, but gases also occupy the volume of container in which a particular gas is filled in that container. Similarly, the volume of a gas, it depends upon amount of gas, temperature as well as pressure, and these are called as measurable properties of gases. Temperature, pressure, amount of gas, density, these are the measurable properties of gases. So matter exists in three states, solids, liquids and gases. The volume of gas depends upon amount of gas, temperature and pressure. Volume of gas, it is affected by temperature and pressure as well. And most important thing is these parameters, that is volume, temperature, pressure, number of moles, these are called as measurable properties, because we can measure these parameters. We can measure the volume of gas, temperature of gas, pressure of gas and number of moles. So these are the measurable properties of gases. And various gas laws shows the relation between measurable properties. There is a relation between volume and temperature, or temperature and pressure and volume, number of moles and volume, etc. So these relations, these are explained in various gas laws, that is Boyle's law, Charles law, pressure temperature law, etc. Now next point is ideal gas laws, and the first law is Boyle's law. In earlier standard you have studied this Boyle's law. What is the statement of this Boyle's law? So at a constant temperature, volume of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to pressure. This is the statement of Boyle's law. So we can write, mathematically we can write, volume, it is inversely proportional to pressure at a constant temperature, because statement of Boyle's law is at a constant temperature, volume of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to pressure, and therefore V is inversely proportional to P at constant temperature, or V is equal to some proportionality constant K into 1 upon P. So K is a proportionality constant, or we can write PV is equal to K. PV is equal to constant. So PV is equal to K. This is the Boyle's law. So at a given temperature, the product of pressure and volume remains constant. This is the Boyle's law. Now consider pressure of a gas, it is taken along the y-axis, and volume, it is taken along the x-axis. At a particular temperature, say for example temperature T1, so as volume increases, pressure must decrease. So when volume increases, pressure decreases, and vice versa. So this is the nature of graph when it is plotted between pressure and volume at a given temperature, say T1. Suppose second temperature, that is T2, which is greater than T1. So at a higher temperature, nature of graph will be same, but pressure will be little bit higher at higher temperature. Similarly, you consider third temperature, that is T3, which is also greater than T2, and this is the nature of graph. So as volume increases, pressure of the gas decreases. There is an inverse proportion between pressure and volume, and here temperature increases from T1 to T2 to T3. So at a constant temperature T1, as pressure decreases, volume increases. Similarly, at another constant temperature, say T2, as pressure decreases, there is an increase in volume, and so on. Now again, you consider the pressure taken along the y-axis, and reciprocal volume is taken along the x-axis, and nature of graph will be like this. So when pressure is plotted versus reciprocal volume, then there is a straight line, and this is at constant temperature T1. At another temperature T2, which is higher than or greater than T1, we get another straight line, and at T3 we get another straight line. So when pressure is plotted versus reciprocal volume, we get a straight line, and at a given temperature, okay, so there is a one straight line. So as temperature increases, the pressure also increases, and we get another straight line, or so we get a straight line with different slopes. So of course temperature T1, it is lower than T2, which is lower than T3, or T3 is greater than T2, which is greater than T1. Now suppose P1 and V1, these are the pressure and volume at temperature T1, and P2 and V2, these are the pressure and volume at temperature T2. Then according to Boyle's law, we know that PV is equal to K, and therefore at a temperature T1 we can write P1 V1 is equal to K, and at temperature T2 we can write P2 V2, it is equal to K, and therefore we can write P1 V1 that is equal to P2 V2, or P1 upon P2 that is equal to V2 upon V1. So this is what is Boyle's law. So regarding Boyle's law, you keep in mind the statement of Boyle's law is at a constant temperature, volume of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to pressure, and its mathematical expression is PV is equal to K, K is a constant, or for two different temperatures we can write P1 upon P2 equal to V2 upon V1. So this is what is Boyle's law. Now second law, that is Charles' law. Now what is the statement of Charles' law? At a constant pressure, volume of a given mass of a gas, it is directly proportional to absolute temperature. This is the statement of Charles' law. It means between volume and temperature there is a direct proportion. Volume is directly proportional to temperature at a constant pressure. Another statement of Charles' law is at a constant pressure, volume of a given mass of a gas increases or decreases by 1 upon 273 of its volume at 0 degree centigrade for every degree rise or fall in temperature. So this is another statement of Charles' law. It means according to Charles' law, volume is directly proportional to absolute temperature at constant pressure, or volume is equal to K into T, where K is a proportionality constant, or we can write V upon T, it is equal to K, that is ratio of volume and absolute temperature it remains constant. Or for two different pressures, we can write V1 upon T1 equal to V2 upon T2. Now consider volume, it is taken along the y-axis, and temperature in degree centigrade, it is taken along the x-axis. And as you know that volume, it is directly proportional to temperature, or volume linearly increases with temperature or vice versa. So there is a inverse proportion. As temperature increases, volume of a given mass of a gas increases, provided pressure is constant. So if this is true, then we get a straight line like this at a pressure P1. So at a pressure P1, so as temperature in degree centigrade decreases, volume also decreases. Okay, so in this way volume decreases. At 0 degree centigrade, gas occupies some volume, it has some volume. But when temperature decreases less than 0, and when it reaches to minus 273.15 degree centigrade, then practically volume occupied by gas will be 0. Meaning of this is, at this lowest temperature, that is minus 273.15 degree centigrade, at this temperature, practically no gas exists. It gets converted into, or it gets initially it is liquefied, and then the liquid becomes solid. So gas will not exist at minus 273.15 degree centigrade. This is the absolute zero. Consider another pressure, that is P2. So at P2, which is greater than P1, volume will be less, and as again temperature decreases, volume decreases. At 0 degree centigrade, it has some volume, and again at minus 273.15 degree centigrade, gas occupies 0 volume. It means there will not be gas, it gets solidified. Similarly at P3, that is higher temperature, again there is a decrease in volume as temperature decreases, and at minus 273.15 degree centigrade, gas occupies no any volume, or volume of that particular gas will be 0. Okay, so this minus 273.15 degree centigrade, this is the absolute zero temperature where all the gases are solidified, or volume occupied by gas will be 0. So this is what is Charles' law. So according to Charles' law, at a constant pressure, volume of a given mass of a gas, it is directly proportional to absolute temperature. Or at a constant pressure, volume of a given mass of a gas increases or decreases by 1 upon 273 of its volume at 0 degree centigrade for every degree fall or rise in temperature. This is one of the important statement of the Charles law, and this is the mathematical expression V1 upon T1 equal to V2 upon T2.